Hi, I'm Kieran Dalton, and welcome to the Kieran Dalton channel on YouTube. Yay! Welcome to the Awkward Adventures of Kieran, Part 13. It's been a while since I've done one of these. No reason for it. Didn't even really need to address it. Anyway, in my younger days, my early 20s, I used to go to a lot of nightclubs because that was the thing to do, I guess. I think most people at that age did that. So the nightclub I used to go to all the time, it was called Trash. I guess I can say it now because it doesn't exist. And it was a club. It was a nightclub where they played mainly punk, emo, hardcore, and a tiny bit of metal, like certain metal bands, just like Metallica and all that. And it was a good pub. It was a weird setup. So it was three levels. The bottom floor they called the basement, with this big basement-like room. Geez, I wonder how they get with the name basement. It's a basement, and that's where they played the good stuff. That's where they played emo, like Taking Back Sunday and Brand New. And then the middle floor, the second story is kind of also the entry floor. I think I can't remember, but yeah. Then the third floor, the top floor, they had bands play as well, which was cool. So you got to see like local emo bands, local hardcore band. There was a lot of hardcore bands back in the day, and a lot of them were from Western Sydney, so that was pretty cool. It was weird though. It was like the whole club was weird setup, but the band room was weird because you walked up these stairs, then you walk into a room, then from that room you walk into another room, and that's where the band's playing. It was like this real skinny room, and there was like paintings on the wall, like actual paintings. I don't know if they got trashed. Well, surely they would have got trashed. I mean, the name of the pub is called Trash, so they can't be too angry if the paintings got trashed. Oh, we go there. I had many drunken nights there with my friends. I remember one night. We were totally shit faced. We were totally trash. But we came up for an idea of a country music nightclub, because like there's a metal nightclub, there's a punk nightclub, there's an R&B nightclub, and there's a shitload of dance music nightclubs. But no one's catering to the country music crowd. And instead of like seats, they could just have hay bales around. And again, we were drunk, but we came up with the idea that only two songs would be played all night, and one of them was Cotton Eye Joe, which is like the hard styles for country music, and the other one was Boot Scooting Boogie, if anyone remembers that. I think they used to make us dance to that in primary school. But anyway, one night I was there, and I was in the room, what led to the band room. One could argue it's a hallway, but it's too big to be a hallway. And there was all these plastic bags like this, just in the corner. And I wanted to sit down, and for some reason during that era, I used to sit down with my hands first. So I sat down so I pretty much sat on my hands, then onto these bags. And a couple of seconds later, when I looked at my hands, they were pissing out blood. Then I looked at the bags, and the bags were full of like broken glass, like glass bottles and broken glasses, like schooners and stuff. I don't know why they were there, but yeah, my hands are bleeding, and because you're drunk, I didn't really feel the pain because I was drunk, and I was bleeding a lot probably because I was drunk. I think I'm not a doctor, but I think if you're drunk, you bleed more. That's one of the reasons why you can't get a tattoo when you're drunk. So I was fine. I was a bit confused because I was drunk, and I started like wiping my hands on the wall, and and the wall was white. So I'm just like wiping all this blood on the wall, and it's like this big bloody mess on the wall. This like Banksy kind of like painting of blood on the wall. if Banksy did more like modern art, with just this blood splatter everywhere. It's an art attack. I was drunk, but I was smart enough not to wipe it on my clothes because I was actually wearing one of my favorite jumpers at the time. And I just kept wiping my hands on the wall, and the blood kept coming out because it's a cut. And one of the bouncers saw me, and the bouncers at this place, not all of them, but a lot of ones I ran into were douchebags. They liked the power, and he wanted to kick me out. Then I think he saw my hand bleeding, and he saw the glass sticking out of the bag. Maybe he's the one who left the bags there. He's like, "Oh shit!" So they didn't kick me out. I don't think they could because I was injured there. They couldn't kick me out while I'm bleeding because if I died, it would have been their fault. So he took me to this bar. There was a bar there which was never open. It was always closed. It was always like this empty bar. And he sat me behind there and walked off. He told me to stay there. He walked off. Some other bar staff person came there. And they started wrapping my hand up. They took out a first aid kit and started wrapping up the bandage. And I think maybe that's why this bar was around, just so they could freaking cover up any injuries at this pub. And so they wrapped up my hand. They did a pretty good job. And they bandaged it up, and they told me to stay there, and they went back to serving at the other bar. Smart thing would have been to open that bar and serve people while I was still there, and they could keep an eye on me, but no. It kind of did seem like whenever I saw this empty bar, I always thought it was kind of pointless. Like, why not have someone serving there? Then, like, I guess maybe it's like the injury area, and I'd be like, it still seems like a waste of space. I didn't say it because, the response would have been like, hey, well, when you open your nightclub, you can have as many bars as you want. I guess that would be the comeback from the bouncers, but so I was there. Because then I got bored. I was there probably like 5 minutes. I don't know. That's a long time when you're bleeding and you're drunk. So I began to fiddle, and I opened this drawer, and it was full of Mars bars. And I guess it's stealing, but I was drunk, and plus they fucked my hands up by leaving bags of broken glass in a corner of a crowded room. So I had a Mars bar. I ate it, and I put the wrapper in my pocket, hid the evidence, and I shut the drawer. And a couple of seconds after I finished eating the Mars bar, some guy came up and goes, "Hey, did you eat one of our chocolates?" And I went, "No, I'm just sitting here with my hand bleeding, trying to work out what's going to happen." And he's like, he opened the drawer, and he's like, "There was 12 Mars bars, there's only 11, mate, you got to go." And I got kicked out, and I went home. I caught the night bus, which is hell on earth. But I never got to work out why there was a drawer full of Mars bars. Yeah, that's my tale of woe. Yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Please leave a comment. Please press the like button. Please comment about any crazy pub stories you have. It's not the most interesting story, but it's 100% true. Yeah, thanks for watching. Kieran Dorton. I'm gonna get to 9 minutes. Kieran Dorton out.